Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. We are back with another edition of our weekly member spotlight. And this week I am super excited to be talking to my friend Trinity Vanover from First Green Commercial Landscaping. Good morning, Trinity.
Good morning, how are you?
Very good. Thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
I know yesterday was a crazy busy day. You were out with the membership committee celebrating a very successful membership drive.
Yes.
Congrats.
Yes, thank you.
How'd you do in the drive?
I brought in a couple new members. I think there was a couple more people that brought in a lot.
Yeah.
So, but it was a good event. I
Good.
can't remember the total off the top of my head, but it turned out well.
Yeah, I could have prepared and had that information ready for this. I'll be sure to put it in the post this afternoon.
There you go.
In addition to this Facebook Live video, we are going to make our weekly post on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, so you'll get to see all of Trinity's answers in writing and learn a little bit more. But for anyone that we are doing the weekly member spotlight on, we'd like to invite them to come in and do a Facebook Live video as well, just so you can get to know their personality a little bit and get a little color behind the answers. So without further ado, are you ready to go?
Absolutely.
I'm going to take it easy on you.
All right.
Just because I like you, Trinity. All right, so how long have you been in the apartment business?
So I've been in the apartment industry roughly around 8 years. Started up in Dayton, Ohio, and then when I moved back to Cincinnati, I've been going along with it.
And you started in a completely different field than landscaping, right?
In the Cincinnati industry, yes. So I've been in landscaping since I was 16 years old, and I got out of it for a couple of years when I first moved back to Cincinnati and started working with an HVAC company, and then I'm back into landscaping, but as an owner now. So it's a lot better.
Very good. Are you better at landscaping or HVAC?
Definitely better at landscaping.
Good answer.
Definitely.
I think your clients probably appreciate hearing that.
Yes.
Well, I've known you in both fields, and I appreciate that.
That's good.
So being in the business for so long, I'm sure you've seen and heard some crazy things, and you've got a unique perspective because you're on the vendor side of things, and you get
Yes.
to work with all of us crazy operation on-site people. What's one of your most memorable moments or stories?
I would just say the things we get, because we're outside all the time, so we
Mhm.
get to see everything and anything that goes on, the people on the properties, the employee side of things, and
Right.
they tell us stories. So, when you're out plowing snow in the middle of the night, you'll wind up in some weird spot where you have no idea and you're stuck, and it's just, you'll see a lot of different things.
I joke with people all the time, I don't know why or how a reality TV show about the property management industry doesn't
Yes.
exist.
If there was one, it would be phenomenal.
I agree.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, you brought up being a member of this association for quite some time. What boards or committees do you currently serve on?
I am on the associate council. Was elected to the associate council.
Congrats.
Thank you. It's been 5.5, 6 years now. And then I also sit on a handful of committees, membership committee, spring and fall golf committee, holiday cheers, and I'm sure there's a couple more. But
Wonderful. Well, the Holiday Cheers event is coming up. Are you guys ready for that?
yes, I believe December 8th.
December 6th.
6th,
Yep.
6th, yes.
6th at the Kenwood Country Club.
Yep.
So
It is an absolute good time.
excited for that. I didn't
Yes.
get to go last year, so I'm going to do it twice this year. I'm
There you go,
excited.
there you go.
Well, so you've been in the business for quite a while and been involved with a couple of associations, which is interesting.
Yes.
What advice would you give to people who are just getting into the industry or getting involved with the GCNKAA?
It's funny. So when I came from Dayton, I was in the GDA up there, and it was a lot smaller. So my first event ever coming to Cincinnati, I walked in and there was 350 people in there. And I walked in, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I literally turned around and left, and then I came back, and then I started coming back more, and then I joined the committee and then ran for associate council. So it's all about, you have to show up and introduce yourself and talk to people, and it'll all work out. I was scared for a big, I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, it was very intimidating walking in there and not knowing a person.
Well, one of the reasons that we're doing something like this with the weekly member spotlight and taking it further and doing the videos is so that people feel a little more comfortable approaching. Someone might talk to you and be like, oh, he's a nice guy, or he's from Dayton, I'm from Dayton. Maybe we have a common thread here.
Yeah.
And so that's the spirit of what we're doing with these weekly member spotlights, and that's a great point. It can be a little intimidating because there's very large events, but we're all just regular people doing our job and having fun in the midst of it, making a difference.
We have a lot of fun.
Well, that's quite a bit about your career here. Can we dig in a little bit on a personal level?
Yeah.
So, what's the last book that you read or listened to?
The E-Myth. I did not read it. I listened to it.
Yeah.
It was the E-Myth on landscaping, which is it's a pretty cool book. So it's actually helped me
What's
out a
the
lot.
secret?
Well, if I told you that, then everybody would.
That's a good. What do you like to do? It's not reading. So what do you like to do in your pastime, Trinity?
We're boaters. I like to boat a lot. We spend a lot of time with family and friends on Lake Cumberland. So
What kind of boat?
We have a 30-foot maximum cruiser.
Oh wow.
So it's enough for my wife and I and 3 kids to
Yeah.
sleep on and do our hang out and all that jazz. So
Very good.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
What's your favorite food or restaurant?
Oh, definitely wings. Chicken wings and the Oak Tavern are absolutely amazing. Really, really good. And then sushi down at Cloud 9. So that's very kind of opposite ends, but
Alright.
definitely chicken wings. I
Good.
probably eat way too many chicken wings.
Eat your body weight in chicken wings?
Yeah. In a week's time, probably.
Really?
Yes.
Well, do you have any pets at home?
Yes, we have a golden doodle. His name is Mr. Winston, and he is a big ball of fur, and he's the smartest dog I've ever seen.
Aw.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Well, you've mentioned your family a couple of times. Tell me a little bit about your family.
So we have 3 kids. I have my oldest daughter is 14, Josephine, and then my 2-year-old daughter is Nora, and then I have little man, who is 6-month-old, and he is Callaway.
Aw, very
So
nice.
and we have a lot of kids in our family, a lot of grandkids, a lot of great grandkids. My brother, congratulations if you're watching. He just had his baby yesterday, the day before.
Oh, congrats.
So I'm an uncle 3 times now.
Very
So
cool.
I think that was number 79 or 80 on the great grandkids and grandkids.
Oh, my word.
Yeah. So there's a lot of us.
So you're going to have a
Vanovers.
big Thanksgiving here in a couple of weeks.
We do. We do.
Well, very cool. All right. What's your favorite TV show to watch?
Probably Seinfeld still.
Yeah.
And then obviously Sports Center and I pretty much watch sports.
Yeah.
Way too much.
What's your sports team?
Definitely UK basketball, UK football, but then also I follow Ohio State football and the Reds and the Bengals.
I just saw that the Ohio State Marching Band is going to be on the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade for the first time ever this year.
That's
which I
pretty
think
cool.
Is super cool.
I did not know that. Huh.
Some people go to the Ohio State games for the game, and some people go for the band.
You know what? And it's crazy. I've never been to an Ohio State game.
Really?
Yeah.
I went to one. It's pretty amazing.
I've heard
you
it.
should get
I've heard-
down there, or up there, I guess.
Yeah, we go up and tailgate. We've gone up
Yeah.
a couple times to tailgate, but never made it on the inside.
It's a really
And it's
cool
only because we
place.
didn't have tickets. Not
Yeah.
because of anything
Well, you
else.
gotta have a ticket to
Yeah.
get. That's a technicality, but you do have to have that.
Yeah.
Well, do you like music?
Yes, I love music.
What's the best concert you've been to?
So OAR, I'm a huge fan of OAR and like Dave Matthews Band. I'm actually a good buddy of mine got me OAR tickets or gave me tickets for OAR's concert next Thursday. So that will be exciting. And I've seen them before in Bonnaroo many years ago,
Yeah.
and it was a great show. So
Very cool.
yeah.
Well, you told me earlier, so I'll take a moment to say happy belated birthday. Trinity turned 40 last week,
Yes.
so congrats.
Thank you.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
It's only uphill from here, right?
That's it. That's it.
So tell us an interesting detail about yourself. Something no one would know.
Wow, I had no idea.
You mentioned something in your post about living in Colorado and
Yes, so I, in 2000, a buddy of mine asked me if I wanted to go live in Colorado and become ski lift operators. And I was
That's
like,
random.
yeah, and I was like, sure, why not? So we moved out to Colorado and Crested Butte, and we lived out there. I had no idea how to ski, and they put me at the top of the mountain, the very high. It was horrible.
Oh my word.
But by the end of the year, I was a really good skier. So yeah, we lived out there for about 6 months.
Very well,
Yeah.
that's super random and very interesting.
And yeah.
Sure, there's more to that story.
Yes.
Maybe over a drink, someone should ask you
Yeah.
to elaborate. There's got to be something more to living in
Yeah.
Colorado randomly and running a
was-
ski lift.
It was crazy. Yeah. My
Interesting.
parents were probably not the proudest of me, but it was fun. It
Well,
was fun.
Well, winding this down a little bit, first, thank you, and thank you for being so candid with
Absolutely.
your answers. Super fun. I'd just like to end by asking, what do you think people who get to work with you and interact with you and have kind of watched you progress in this business, what would they say about you as an industry professional?
I would say that I'm dedicated, I'm hardworking, and I try to do the best I can. in everything I do, especially in the industry. As a landscaper, it's all in the details. So I
Right.
try to be very detail oriented, involved with everything. Blunt. I'm very honest. It probably gets me in trouble sometimes, but I'd rather go that route than the other route. So
It's kind of a thankless job, I would say, in many cases,
Yeah.
landscaping.
yeah, it is. But you know what? It's something I've done forever, and I like it, and it just keeps me drawn back. And same with the apartment association. You know, when I was in the HVAC world, now to this, I'm like, I love it. This is where I met my friends. You know,
Right.
Some of my closest friends I've met from here. So.
Well, what's really exciting and what I'm excited to do on the post this afternoon, we've talked to a couple of your friends and they've given us some words of perspective about Trinity Vanover.
I'm
so
sure they have.
You've not seen those yet.
No,
You'll
I have
see it
not.
with everyone else when we post this afternoon. But thank you very much, Trinity.
Absolutely.
We appreciate all you do for the association and all you do for us who are your customers.
Thank you.
Thank you, and everyone have a great weekend. We'll talk to you very soon. Thank you.